Hi friends, welcome to the session. So in this session, I'm going to deal with how applet can be utilized with Swing kind of the components. And first, let me introduce which are all the basic components in the swings and how swings can be make use with the help of the applet kind of the running. Okay, so now let us have a discussion of the swing, and thereafter we'll be moving to the association of the swing and as well as the applet. So we have created the applets based on the AWT by extending the applet class of the AWT package. We can even create applets based on the swing package. In order to create such applets, we must extend JApplet class of the swing package. JApplet extends applet class as usual. Hence, all the features of applet class are available in the JApplet also, including JApplet's own swing based features. Okay, so just you might have observed, friends, like there is just a letter J will be added to all these particular kind of the classes, so we can easily identify those things are belongs to the swings. Okay. So swing applets provides an easier way to the user interface than AWT applets. A painting method as usual, how we have seen the painting method in case of paint method in case of the AWT, the same thing with simple differentiation like paint component. Okay, paint component method is there for an applet class that extends swings JApplet class. The way elements like text field, buttons, checkboxes, all these things were added to this applet by performed by the default layout manager. Layout manager, how many layout managers there, friends? Different layouts managers where we have seen flow layout, grid layout, card layout, border layout, grid bag layout, like that. And the default, by default, the border layout is used with respect to this kind of the swing. And painting applet is a top level container anyhow. As a general rule, we observed that before working with any swing component, one container must be there, and here applet works as a container, and you should never draw on it directly. Instead, you should draw on the component class like JPanel and then add this JPanel to the JApplet. Okay, just we are going to see the code. And before going to explore how swings can be attached with the swing components can be attached with the applets. First, let me introduce some of the controls, friends, here. So just if you observe the containers, okay, we are having tabbed pane, panel, scroll pane, okay, toolbars, desktop pane, layered pane, and as well as internal frame. All these particular things we are having as a containers. And if you are referencing the controls or components, we are having labels, friends. Label, button, and as well as the toggle button is one more invention in the swings, and as well as check boxes, radio buttons, button group. You can even group the corresponding radio buttons, combo box, okay, list, text field, text area, scroll bar, slider, progress bar, and as well as the formatted field, password field, okay, spinner, separator, text pane, editor pane, tree, and as well as the table. And in the next coming videos, we are going to see how to implement all these particular button, toggle buttons, check boxes, and usage of the radio buttons, list, combo box, all these things. Okay, so just I want to give a broader look on these particular things and related to this swing control. So just if you are referencing the component, we are having the tabs also, friends. Okay, so text fields, password fields, text area, and J label text, like this you can observe all these particular tab kind of the things, right? And this is the menu and as well as the menu items. Some of the if I am selecting this particular new, automatically I'm having this kind of the menu items. Okay, so and if you are referencing these particular things, just I am making use of dialog box kind of things. So just I am selecting these particular things with a note, some list. Okay, credit card numbers, this is the text field kind of thing, right? Labels and all. And these are all different kinds of the dialog boxes available. So input dialog, message dialog, and as well as the confirm dialog box. So if your dialog box is waiting for the input, then you can say that as a input dialog box. And if you are referencing a message, suppose if I want to make use of any application, and finally I want to confirm with the message, then I can go with the message dialog box related to that. And if you are referencing the confirm, suppose if you have designed a document and you, without saving the document, you are coming out of that application, it asks whether you want to exit. Are you sure, like yes or no kind of thing. Okay, so these are all some of the aspects you can observe related to these particular control front. And extensively I am going to give you the discussion about these particular swing controls, but let me show you how you can implement the swing, some of the swing components with respect to the applet. Okay, java.awt, and this is the all these particular things in the specification of html and applet. Okay, applet swing extends japplet, which is the container for all these components which we are seeing, and here init method friends, and we're adding this particular panel to the applet. And this particular panel B extends jpanel friends and implements action listener. That day in the previous sessions of the event handling, event delegation model, we studied about the action listener, so which is used to perform some kind of the actions, and action listener escalate the same to the action performed. Okay, just what we are doing is we are creating the label and as well as the buttons, and I'm using the string also. And within this constructor I am making use of just four buttons. So just I am creating four buttons friends, and as a reference of these four buttons I am using all four boxes and flow layout rather than using the default layout is border, but I want to make use of the flow layout. Okay, one by one. And as a general concept, as that of the normal awt kind of thing, we need to add all these particular things to the japplet. Okay, all these things we're adding. And action listener, so coming to, if I am clicking this particular box one, I need to perform some kind of the action, box 2, box 3, box 4. So I am attaching the action listener, and for each and everything I am giving the action performed friends. Okay, so this particular action performed specifies that suppose if I am clicking on box 1, then I need to output some of the message. And similarly if I am clicking on box 2, so just it has to output something, and in the box 3 and as well as box 4. So here the typical application involves just if after clicking on the corresponding box, I need to get the appropriate outcome. Okay, and in the paint component as usual, just we are drawing that particular string as this particular paint component is in the swings, whereas in case of the normal awt you generally go with the paint. Okay, so let me run this particular code friends. Just if I am running this, so just it is creating some kind of the interface for me. So welcome, please click on any button to unbox some interesting knowledge. So box 1, so just learning java helps us to develop projects in web based and database oriented. So box 1 involves the preparation of the java. And box 2, learning r helps to develop projects in data analytics and machine learning. And box 3, learning python helps us to develop projects in data science. And in box 4 I had given, so for data science we can use either r or python. So just whatever the information I want to click as a so action performed, so just at the moment you click in this particular box, automatically the corresponding action listener will activate it, and action performed will output the appropriate message. Okay, so this is what how you can refer the usage of the swings and as well as the applet friends. In the next video, just we are going to see different components and how to implement all those particular check boxes, text field and all as a part of the discussion of the swings.